with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, Cousins. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From the 17, Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Pushes him over. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Dobbins. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Cook a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A give, this is Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They start the drive with Cook, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Malik Harrison able to record his 5th sack of the season. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 9, Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches,
and the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Patrick Queen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A gain of 32 that time. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Cousins. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Following the interception, Cousins. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Play action now. Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Jabari Zuniga with a stop.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jabari Zuniga
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Joseph's got it.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
No, we change it. You gotta make a move.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman there to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Steps away to his left. And a 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins again. Open man once again, it's Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Buying time to his left. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Of course, a lot of people in the Twin Cities and these Vikings fans probably remember Rashad Bateman as he played in college for the Golden Gophers in Minnesota. And 2,400 yards in just 31 games playing for P.J. Fleck and the Gophers. And then the Baltimore Ravens took him in the first round, number 27 overall.
On first down, Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's got this down to the 35.
129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the option to give to Williams here.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Well, the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The solid stiff arm. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A big offensive explosion here leading them to victory.
the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
and they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.